Welcome back to Let Us In Podcast. We have a bonus episode today. We are going to do Scream 6 predictions. We already filmed our Scream franchise episode, which is going to drop the week that the Scream 6 film drops in theaters. I'm Justine, aka JustineUFF.
I'm Emma, aka Emma of the Impact.
And I'm Crystal, aka Creepin' It's Spooky.
And they are the Scream experts, the super fans. And I think it's okay.
Yeah. We are super fans. I think I liked 5 more than Crystal. So I might actually expect 6 might be the one that might anger me.
Maybe I'll like this one better.
Maybe I'll like it better. We don't know. I will say that Ghostface is giving off some vibes in this trailer. He's looking a little sexy, which is why it might piss me off. So what is your well, I'll get to that when I talk about like my big prediction. But I want to hear, Emma, who your big prediction was. You had a killer prediction, right?
Tara. I think Jenny Ortega as Tara is definitely going to be one of the killers involved somehow. When I was doing the clips for one of our shorts, it gets on her face and it's like she's pretending to be scared, but she's got a little bit of a smile. But also, I think it's a little sussy baka that she survived in the big opening of Scream 5. Because I know because he stabbed her quite a bit, true. But when and then when he's gonna do the final blow, or it's Amber. I don't remember which one it is. But when the Ghostface is gonna do the final blow, it cuts to the cool Scream logo, right? I think they recruited Tara. I think so.
She gets like fucked up. Like she went that far.
But
like holy, they broke
I don't know.
Like
leg. Maybe finding out the whole family secret thing, not from her sister, but from them and then her sister, or maybe after she found out from her sister, then she gets recruited. She's pissed off enough that
It's true because Amber did know about like his dad. Yeah. Like she said that it's a small town, everybody knows her or whatever. So maybe she did tell Tara. It's possible.
Well, Tara was very pissed off at Sam about it.
Very much so.
And she might blame Sam for their parents separating and dad leaving.
Yeah.
Call back to Billy.
Because it is her real dad. It's not Tara's dad. Billy's not Tara's dad.
That's my big. I definitely think Jenna Ortega, Tara, is definitely going to be one of the Ghostface, or at least helping, because she has such a she's so petite. It's like you kind of notice like, why is Ghostface so small?
Like, it's an interesting theory. There is one scene though where her and Sam are like back to back, and Sam is looking at Ghostface, and Tara looks fucking terrified. Yeah, Tara. She looks terrified.
Yeah, in the convenience store.
I don't know if they're in the convenience store. I don't know where this is.
It is. It's the convenience store with
they're like going around the aisles.
They're near the freezer.
It makes me feel like they're staring at two different Ghostface, and like because you can see Sam is looking at one, and Tara is looking at something else, looking terrified. So I don't know. Like she is a good actress.
In that mirror, the security mirror,
seeing the gun.
Oh, that's true.
Gun go off and stuff. I think it's also interesting because Scream 5, the opening kill not actually being a kill, is a diversion from the franchise. And I think that Scream 6 is also going to divert from the franchise on the opening kill not being a kill and being something else. That'll be kind of sad for me. I like the opening kill. I think it's something I look forward to. We even talk about it like, what's your favorite opening kill? I have a suspicion that the Gale Weathers death, maybe, that we see in the trailer might actually be the opening scene, but she's not going to die. She's going to get attacked and get away. I honestly think in the opening scene that it might even go further if my other prediction's correct, and that she'll actually kill Ghostface in the opening scene, one of them, but it won't be done there. That intruder, when he breaks into her closet and we think that he kills her, I think that she's going to get the drop on him and actually kill him.
See, you can see that there's clearly more than one Ghostface because she's on the phone with somebody and the other one is stealing that guy behind her. So
stealing him, just
taking him out of the scene. You know, like, he's clearly not talking on the phone while he's doing that. So right away, we know there's more than two Ghostface, or more than one,
and multiple
masks. More than two masks. Yeah.
Well, what do we think about the cult theory?
Yeah, so not just because of the Halloween scene, because it's clearly Halloween and there's multiple Ghostface running around, but you actually see scenes where Ghostface is being Ghostface in a newer mask and an older mask, one that's more tattered and like old. So I think the older mask one might be a leader, not the one that I don't think the one that attacks Gale has the older mask on. I think that one had a newer mask. I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
I'm gonna have to rewatch
Anyways,
it too.
I do think that this is gonna lean more into this is what I'm afraid of, actually, but I suspect this is what they're doing, is they're gonna lean into the Reddit incel thing that they talked about and in the fifth one, and then being more radicalized by these like Reddit boards or these chat rooms.
I hate it.
And I'm concerned. Yeah, the reason I'm concerned by it though is because I think Ghostface has a lot of swagger and confidence in the trailer, and I really like that for like a brutal Ghostface. But I don't want that for a brutal Ghostface who's also like some incel punk in a Reddit board stirring up like radicalizing a bunch
You
of
want Ghostface
idiots.
to be like a brawny, like liberal, confident in himself.
I want to go
lumberjack
back
or
to the
something?
like
Like, what do you want?
sexy Billy, sexy Matthew
Billy was
Lillard
never
killers.
sexy. Ew.
I know you. You know what? We've had this discussion in our franchise episode. You guys are gonna have to wait to see that when it drops and hear Emma's
Billy's
thoughts about Billy.
gross.
We don't give it all away. Don't give away the goat.
I can't help it. I can't. Well, that is nowhere close to.
I was
we have
trying
a lot
to
of great
answer your
moments.
question, not trigger you. I want to go back to the hot killer vibe that we got from the first one, where both of them were popular, they were hot. Back to like the popular hot killers who we like these people, but they're bad, and it's like a perversion of the things that we're attracted to, and it's why Ghostface is such a phenomenon on social media, is because we like
them
these
as husbands.
killers. We like these
I stand Stu and Billy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of
oh yeah, that's even people.
But that's what I want to see with the new Ghostface. I want to return to that, to cool killers, incels.
Yeah, gross.
So
now
I don't
with the mask though,
fandom.
We've got like this old, weathered, tattered, dirty old mask. It's like cracked and stuff. Is that an original mask? Why is it so old?
I think so.
I want to know whose it is or how they got it.
From the killer or from Stab?
I think it's from Stab. I think it's from Stab 8.
Oh, see, Oh, you think it's that recent?
Yes, because it looks burned and it's all like messed up, and we got shots of Stab 8 with the flamethrower. I mean, it might not be Stab 8, it might be Stab 7 or whatever last Stab movie that the first Stab movie, something.
The way that Sam is holding the mask in the trailer makes me feel like it's her dad's. And I don't know why.
Or they're making her believe it is.
Or that. Yeah, like
that's what I think it's
that.
There's the other trope that they could explore is Sam is one of the killers that doesn't know she's killing, or it's a red herring again with Sam.
Boring snore. But I mean, as somebody that I like the sequels, I have fun with them, but like I'm not at a point where like I need it to be a good Scream true to the franchise movie anymore. So do I think it's going to be a good Scream movie? I don't know. I don't care. I just need to be entertained. Do I think this is going to be a bit more thrilling and exciting with some like really tense moments? I do. So I think I think this movie might be more entertaining in a sense of just tension, thrillers kind of stuff. I love the subway scene. I love the Halloween mask. I love the peekaboo ghost face thing. I loved it. I think this is one of the best franchise trailers I've seen in a long time. And it's kind of funny to kind of review a trailer, but I love doing it.
Me too.
That's why I think I'm going to be a little disappointed in this one though too. I think it's going to move away from the meta aspect of the Scream franchise with its commentary on tropes, on horror fandoms, the franchise itself, its own franchise. I think it's going to move away from that, and it's going to be more a social commentary and radicalization, and that concerns me. I think it's going to be very serious, and I think it's going to be scary and thrilling and exciting and have awesome kills, and I think this is going to be the most brutal Ghostface kills that we've seen yet. And I think it's going to be a really intense moments, actual scares, jump scares, like the classic jump scares. that concerns me because I think that anything outside of that is going to feel so boring and filler. Any moments that we see with Sam talking to a therapist, possibly Samara Weaving, is going to be boring because we're just going to be waiting for that next one. It's going to feel like tone shifting too much because I think it's going to get too intense.
Well, that's
But
all
we'll
I
see.
want from this movie is just don't bore me. Don't bore
Yeah.
me. Just entertain me.
I don't think it'll be boring. I just think it's gonna lack the comedy that we always get usually. I think you're right. I think we're just gonna go a way darker tone and it's going to be scarier. But I'm very open to that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we still get some comedy from the twins. I'm hoping that Hayden Panettiere and Gail have some banter off of each other because they're both snarky, and we love that, sassy women. And I'm hoping we get kind of that Dewey vibe, that like, what is that word? The like old saged was older.
Savant?
No, not savant. Like just more like the like battle hardened veteran type from Dermot Mulroney. So I feel like we're gonna get some different tropes, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. I don't know what they're gonna do with this. I feel like a lot of franchises go cult, and it might be trying to make fun of that. If that's gonna be the
like the shrine as Gail
If
puts
it's
it in
a
the
shrine.
trailer.
If it's a shrine.
If it's a shrine.
It could be a like a festival or museum set up for Stab.
Yeah.
I mean, they wanted us to see it.
Display.
They wanted us to see it.
Absolutely.
They wanted us to see the shotgun, which I think is a callback to like the flamethrower joke in the 5th one. They wanted us to see all of it. Do I actually think it's going to be a cult? I don't know.
I am so tired of hearing people hung up over the shotgun because let's be frank, every single Ghostface has used a gun. And in fact, this Ghostface didn't even use its own gun. He found it, he stabbed the shop owner, took the gun and used it. Previous Ghostfaces brought their own. So it's not new.
I've seen so many people be like, he's using a gun? He never uses a gun. And I'm like, have you watched any of the movies? Because every one of them has had a gun in their hand. Like, you're all stupid.
He's not Jason. He's not Michael, where it'd be a little like, okay, I don't really see them using a gun as much, especially Jason. But they're a murderer. They're just a plain old person under there. Why wouldn't they use a gun? It's not. They don't have like a code. They're not Batman. You know,
superpowers. No.
Yeah, and this honestly definitely cements the whole like fanatical like cult theme, I think, is the fact that a lot of people, like myself, I like Ghostface because Ghostface is more of an idea and you never know who it's going to be, so it adds that whodunit element. Whereas like Jason and them, they're almost like super villain-esque like monsters. And Ghostface is always
don't talk about my baby boy Jason that way.
Well, they have a supernatural aspect to them. Ghostface doesn't.
I'm just joking.
Yeah. But that's what I think. But that's what I like about Ghostface is that it is just a person, but it's a person who trips, it's a person who falls, who like slips through the doors, who can't get through doors, who like can actually physically be haltered and stopped and hit back, shot back, all of that. And anytime that there's superhuman stuff happening, it's explained away with like logic, so it makes sense and it's back to being grounded and more just funny hinting at films. And I like that about Ghostface, but the fact that Ghostface is an idea might be something that they're going to lean into. And it could be anybody. It could be a lot of people. So one of the diversions might be more than 2 killers, not 1 or 2.
I think that's definitely going to happen. There's going to be at least 3. I think because they've never, that would be a new one.
That would be a diversion.
There were going to be 4 killers in the original Scream 2 before the script got leaked. Maybe they're going to do it now. Maybe there's going to be a thing about Stab. Maybe not. Maybe someone's leaking a script. Who knows?
So what do you think Samara Weaving's character is going to be doing?
I have no idea.
I don't know. She's big on the poster. She's one of the bigger characters on the poster. So I'm curious if she's going to have a bigger role than what I feel. Like, she's barely in the trailer. She has one little scene where she just like turns and that's it. That's all we see her. Is she going to have a bigger part? I don't know. Why is she so big? Compared to all the characters on the trailer or on the poster, she's big.
Yeah.
She's bigger than the Meeks twins.
I suspect that she's going to be Sam's therapist, but that's just based off of costume design choices. and,
Yeah.
seeing one scene where Sam's talking to a therapist.
Yeah.
However, I also think it's possible that she could be a killer because I don't think we're gonna know the killer this time around.
No.
So, I just don't. So what about Hayden Panettiere?
Who?
Kirby.
Panettiere. Kirby.
Miss
What do you
Kirby.
think Kirby is
Oh,
gonna be
Kirby.
doing in New York?
I think
Why
she's
is
a
Kirby in
cop.
New York?
I think she's a cop or like a detective. And
Do you think she's
it's just
partnered
from
with Vermont?
I don't know if she's a partner. She's in a what looks like a police station. There's people walking behind her with badges on. It seems kind of copy. She almost looks kind of like she's dressed as like a detective or I don't know. She's giving me a vibe. You said she might be a professor. You thought though.
Yeah, I think she might be a film
Yeah.
studies professor because she was a huge film fan, and I think that would have gotten her in to being a professor pretty quick, having, experience with the franchise and doing all of those interviews she did. So I think
Mhm.
a college would pick her up as a professor pretty quick for film studies with that type of coverage. But
Yeah.
also, I really am hoping that they mimic Scream 2 film studies class scene in Scream 6 because they hinted so much at it being Scream 2 with the Scream exclamation exclamation. And they
Yeah.
mirrored so much in Scream 5, calling it Scream to
Mm.
Scream. So if they continue on that path, I want to see that scene.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, I agree with
And
that.
Mindy Meeks,
I'd like to see it.
Martin, following in her Uncle Randy's footsteps, for sure.
Yeah, I
For
could see
sure.
I'm
that.
still mad about Randy. I'm never getting over it. Randy is us. Randy is the fans. Randy was us, and now he's
Yeah.
gone. They killed
So
us. They killed
who
us.
what devastating deaths do you expect in 6?
None could devastate me. I don't
Gail
care.
would devastate me. Well, not devastate. I would be okay. But I think
Well,
hers would hit me the hardest.
hers would hit me the hardest if they gave her a stupid death like they did Dewey. If they're gonna kill Gail, give her a good, give her the right send off a legacy character deserves. That's how I
I
Yeah.
feel
think
about it.
she's gonna get killed. I think Gail's gonna get
Um,
killed. I think it's gonna be fairly early too. I think it's gonna be mid or earlier point
I think
of the
you're
film.
right. Maybe,
I
maybe.
Now if Tara is not Ghostface, I don't think they'll kill her off because she's a huge name right now, and if they want to keep the franchise going, I feel like they're going to keep her around.
I think they're
But
diverting her. Yeah.
that makes me feel like she's not going to be Ghostface either. But this is another thing. Do we think Ghostface is going to die in this one? Because they always kill Ghostface. Do you
I
think
think
they
a
might get
Ghostface
away?
will. I think a
Okay.
Ghostface is going to die in
1%.
the opening scene for
Yeah.
sure. I think that's gonna be a diversion for our opening. But I
Yeah.
also and let's say Gail dies at the half or midway or earlier point if
Mhm.
she doesn't die in the opening scene.
Yeah.
like I mean, I if she is the opening scene, then she's not going to die, obviously, and I think Ghostface is going to die. If she's not the opening scene, I think she's going to die really early, like I said, mid or earlier. And then
Yeah.
I think we might have a few ghost faces that do get away because it's going to be a cult. I think it's going to be a mass of them, and there's no way they can know that they got them all. It's
Yeah.
impossible, especially if they planted that seed with the Reddit board in 5.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
yeah.
Oof, this is gonna be a tricky one because I really wanted to come with all these great theories and ideas and stuff, but every time I thought of a new one, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
I do
know.
I do think there's a possibility that if there is a killer we know, it's gonna be like Sam, because I think with Jenna Ortega's stardom right now and how popular she was in the 5th one, a lot of
Yeah.
people said that Tara was really boring. Not Tara.
Sam.
No,
No,
Sam.
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 Sam was
Sorry.
boring, yeah.
A lot of people said Sam was really boring. Her
I
acting
thought
was
she was.
flat. I wasn't the only one who said that. A lot of people said that.
I
I
know,
agree
but I
with you.
disagree. I disagree.
And I
I
think
agree.
Jenna Ortega steals every scene she's in, and she's a
Yeah.
horror
But what
darling
if
right now.
she's got so much going on? Maybe she doesn't need Scream, and so they're like, oh well, if you're not going to be in the movies, we can just.
Well, that's what I love about Jenna Ortega. She's a huge horror fan. So
Yeah.
That's
she does a
true.
lot
That's
of horror
true.
films.
But hey, as a huge horror fan, they could say, okay, you could stay in for like, let's say, two to three more Scream movies, or you get to be Ghostface. I'd want to be Ghostface. That would be the choice I'd
But the
make. I'd
paycheck,
rather.
she might want to keep doing the movies.
That's
hard to
true.
say.
But I'm just
they would
saying,
pay
if we're
her a
going
lot.
off the horror fan basis, as a horror fan, I think it would be more fun to be one of the ghost face. If
I
I
see what you're
want the
saying, but
money, if I want for a job, if this is just a job, then
Yeah.
obviously you want to be able to come in the sequels. But you're never guaranteed the sequels unless you sign a specific contract, which usually
Yeah.
you don't do that for that kind of movie.
True.
I think
I'd
if
want to
they're
be ghost
going to
face.
I think if they're gonna divert from the original franchise as much as I suspect they're going to and make it more serious and more on social commentary, I think they're also going to want to bring in a new audience, and that new audience is gonna come with Jenna Ortega. So I feel like they're gonna put her more at the forefront this time around than Sam, and Sam is either gonna get killed off saving her sister,
Yeah.
or she's gonna be one of the ghost face killers.
Well,
I don't think they'll make her ghost face. I don't think it'll happen. I
she
think
is
that's always
the
gonna be
daughter
And
recurring.
of a serial
I think they'll
killer.
kill her.
Don't fuck with the
But yeah,
daughter of a
being the
serial killer.
there's a lot of children of serial killers living normal lives. Just
They
saying.
No,
really
I know.
wanted to
That
give
was
her that
that
Sydney
was her
Prescott vibe
cringy
at the
ass
end.
line though. Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They tried to give her the Sydney
And
Prescott
don't
vibe.
mess. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was
It
one of
did
my
not
favorite
work.
moments for her in the whole
No, it
movie,
did not
though.
work for
That
me.
was the
It did
most
not work.
emotion we saw from her
Yeah,
the whole
that's
movie.
exactly what I was
I
gonna say,
thought she
Crystal.
was. I
She
thought
was
she was
so,
pretty
like,
good in it. I
intense
thought that.
in that
I
moment.
blame the movie. I blame the movie.
I think she has a lack of emotion.
Yeah, she was so intense in that moment. It was one of those really cool kills because it was super brutal and she wasn't holding back. She just like lost her shit on him and was just stabbing like crazy. And so it was the most range we saw from her in the entire movie.
And she
I
did
don't know if
not
they were
hold
doing that
back.
on purpose to make her like medicated, but
No, I don't agree with it. But
Let's pretend this isn't a museum. This is somebody that's absolutely obsessed with the ghost face killings.
they're obviously rich too to have that much
They're
space in New York.
well, yes, absolutely.
well, they could have just
But-
put together the collection, like if they work for a museum or something like that.
Well, no, but okay, so they're clearly glamorizing this like true crime stuff. Could this be maybe because true crime is so big right now in the world?
It is in commentary too with Dahmer.
Yeah, Ryan Murphy
It
can
is.
suck it.
And so maybe this movie's going to be touching on true crime, and that there's going to be these people, maybe more than one, absolutely glamorizing this. And
Kinda
I
like
want to
Thor.
know, yeah. And I'm
Yeah.
curious though, are all of these things in this shrine the actual original items, or are they replicas? Like, have they just remade these things to just have them around? Because how would they get all those things? If you like pause and look at that picture, they have Tatum's outfit when she was in the freaking garage door. They have like Stu's red silky robe. They have Mrs. Loomis's business suit. Like, they have all these things that are like, how would
Yeah.
They
they pull this
could be
from?
stab things though, not from OG. We don't know.
Absolutely, that's what I mean
It's
though. Like, I'm
possible.
curious to know what these things are. So this is going to be interesting to find out how they
I think
acquire
you're
all
onto
this stuff.
something with the true crime commentary, Crystal, because
Yeah,
it's
I
very
think so.
possible that they see that one of the things that they notice at this, like, there's some commentary going on with it when they find all of
Mhm.
this setup and they see one of the masks is missing.
Yes.
That might lead them to think that they're involved or lead them to that museum when they see this old tattered mask and they feel like it's old.
Yeah.
Like it might lead them to look into that true crime display or something and the sensationalizing of true crime.
And like all of the ghost faces that are up on that, I don't want to call it a stage, but like where all the 9 ghost
The
faces
display, yeah.
are like, they're on display. They all have like nameplates of all the different ghost face killers, and Billy's is like in like a glass case, and his is like right in the middle, and it's all fancy, and I don't know. It's
And
like they're
the
idolizing
hood's
these
down
things.
and there's no mask.
Yeah, and that's
So
where
it
I'm
might
thinking
be
the
that
weathered
might be where the
mask.
mask came from.
I know, and this is why I'm like, I want to know what all this stuff is. I want to know what that means.
I'm so happy to
Yeah.
see you excited for it though.
I'm
Especially
very
after
excited
5.
because, well, I was very apprehensive about 6 after 5 because I didn't like 5. Go watch our video or episode, you'll know. I really didn't enjoy 5, so this one has got me actually excited because it's putting stuff in the trailer that I'm like, okay, like
Okay.
they've put.
Were
so
you not
many of these
excited
Easter
for
eggs.
5 when you saw the trailer?
I was a little bit, but
Yeah.
also it didn't hit
It-
like this trailer. This trailer
No,
has
this
hit
trailer is
much
hitting.
different. It's
The only
it's
thing-
It's
much
a
more
whole
intense.
different vibe.
The thing that I only remember them emphasizing in the 5th trailer that really they wanted to make sure you knew Sydney Prescott was coming back.
Yeah.
She
That
had
felt
a
like the
gun.
main
The
focus.
legacy
Yeah.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. That
I
was the
agree.
thing, yeah. They focused a
This
lot on the
trailer is
legacy
way better.
characters and, like, nostalgia.
It's
this one is way better.
It's possible that the minute that they decided that they weren't gonna pay Nev what she deserved and bring her back, they decided to just go with their own movie and forget
It's possible, yeah.
the nostalgia and the franchise prior, and that's why I think
Yeah.
Gail's gonna die too. Like,
Yeah, it's very possible, and maybe that's, like, the shrine might be the best way to put all the Easter eggs and callbacks to the other movies, but they're doing it kind of in, like, a different way.
mm,
Like,
the
it's
final
literally a
baton
display.
handoff.
Yeah, like, I wonder if that's a great possibility, actually. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments what your predictions are for Scream 6. What did you see in the trailer that caught your eye that you want to ask us about? We'll discuss it in the comment section. Don't forget to hit like if you like this video, share it, subscribe if you want to hear more from us, which obviously, of course you do. Hit that bell notification so that you get notified when we drop more content here. And don't forget to hit our link tree because we do film live weekly on Twitch.
Bye.
Till next time.
Bye. Join
Bye-bye.
us. Join us.
Oh, join our Discord and you can discuss it with us there too.
Yes.
All right. Bye.